It's a detail thoughtful hostesses think of, that vibe at your holiday gathering. We'll try this idea. Thanksgiving dinner conversations, they won't get dull if you throw out some family gossip and inspiring stories from the past. This year we're saying put family history at the Thanksgiving table. Your family will eat it right up. It's a terrific setting to share a story and discover family roots together. Risa Baker from RestlessRisa.com has some great ideas to serve up this season, and I cannot think of a better tie-in than at Thanksgiving to bring in that family history. What is the benefit, do you think, of making those connections?
Well, studies show that children who know about their roots and know their history have more strength, more endurance. The thing that family history does is it teaches us that prosperity comes and goes, that trials and good times come and go, and that we can survive. And so if we can instill that in our kids and teach them lessons, whether they're good lessons or bad lessons, it's just going to be a wonderful thing and really strengthen them.
And studies show it, research proves it. Do you feel it though in your own family? Do you feel that vibe?
Yeah, we have actually set a goal to share one family history story per week with our family in the past year, and it's been a real strength to us actually as a family unit. And to me, I feel a deeper love and connection for my ancestors, and I feel more love from above, if you will.
I love that.
I really do. I think it's tangible, it's real, and my kids feel it too.
So I'll ask this question with sensitivity and respect for the love from above. Yes. How do you approach it without boring everybody to tears?
Oh, we have all sorts of ways to start. Our whole goal is to just bring it to life. It's the heart before the chart. You know, you look at a chart and you're kind of like your eyes glaze over and you don't know where to go. But what we're doing is we're bringing it to life. We're using all of our senses and really engaging the whole family in family history and making it fun.
I have to say, I was looking over these ideas and I was getting excited. And I'm not a huge family history buff myself. I want to capture that fever though. One way to do it, one place to go, the internet. What have you found for us there?
Okay, so Brooke, I think anyone can do this. This is so fun. It's on a site called relativefinder.org, and you have to have a family search account. So just set up your family search account in order to do that, because they're kind of sister sites.
Which a lot of people do. So familysearch.org, your account set up, it links you here to
relativefinder.org. And you can go in by clicking this little Mayflower box here and find out who your Mayflower ancestors are.
If you had family members, descendants, ancestors
on the Mayflower.
On the boat.
Yes,
that's incredible.
So Brooke, it looks like you have a long line of ancestors.
Now this stunned me. So I plugged in my family search account, linked it over at Risa's encouragement, and look at this list. That's something to be proud of.
Amazing, right? I think you have 11. I mean, who could ask for anything more? So this is the perfect way to start your Thanksgiving conversation about family history.
In fact, I called my dad yesterday. I couldn't even wait for the Thanksgiving table. I'm like, did you know we had ancestors on the Mayflower?
It's
we were
so
both super excited.
So awesome. So we're going to start with John Howland.
Okay.
He's awesome. He's your 13th great uncle. So I mean,
hello, uncle.
Yeah, totally. John. So John has a fun story. He fell off the Mayflower and held onto a sail.
Oh my goodness.
And they had to pull him back in and like help him back onto the ship. And luckily he was strong enough to hold on to that sail.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was one that signed the Mayflower Compact, that's the word. And then he went on to father 10 children, the line that you come from.
Oh my goodness.
Which is so awesome.
Did you find out all this information on this website?
No, I found it out on mayflowerhistory.com.
So you plugged in his name?
Yes, in mayflowerhistory.com, and we'll have a link to that on Studio 5's website. So you can go here, and then you can go to Mayflower History, and this is going to start your conversation.
Anyone else you want to talk about?
Yes, so Edward Winslow, he's your third cousin.
Hello, cousin Edward.
I know, right? He's mine as well, so maybe we're related.
Hey, I don't know.
I don't know how the cousin connection works there. He was awesome. He was a writer. And I wonder if some of his writing comes through down to you.
Isn't that
some of his ability and love for it.
To connect those hobbies and interests and passions.
Yeah, right?
There's the connections you were talking about.
Oh, it's incredible. And you really start to feel it, and you start to develop a love for these ancestors.
This is conversation starter number one at the Thanksgiving table. And we could talk about this and every single person on that boat for hours. You've got some other ideas for us.
Yes, for sure.
Let's move this way. This next one taps into kind of the wishing bone tradition, right?
Yeah, so if you are a grandparent or anyone, you have wishes for your future generation, right? I'm sure you have wishes for your kids.
Absolutely.
Or for what you want other people to know. So I saw these wishbones at a store. They were $32 for 4 of them. And I thought, nope, I can do better. And so what you do is you get Sculpey clay. I think it's about $2.50 for a pack, and you can make 4 of them.
You made these?
Yeah, you just roll it into a ball. You can totally do this with your kids. Pinch the center and then kind of pinch the top and the ends.
Oh my gosh.
And then my lovely friend Allison Kimball designed these printables for us. So
beautiful.
You can see that the wishes for future generations just sits on the wishbone. You could put these on plates as place settings, or you could just have them be part of the display, and people could take a wishbone with them. They could leave their wish for future generations. You could get creative with it.
I'm thinking, could I do that with the clay? But I'm analyzing the shape, and it is a pretty basic
And don't
form.
look too close. They're not perfect, but that's kind of the charm about it.
Oh, I think they look great.
Yeah.
What's hanging behind us?
Oh, this makes me so happy. So this is a family history table runner that I wanted to make to eat on, but I love it and we're not eating on it. So
no gravy will be spilled on this table.
Right. So at FamilySearch.com, you can print off these sheets that give you your ancestors' pictures together, like the couples that were married, and it kind of shows the flow of who goes with whom. And so I just got these sheets and started cutting them out and did kind of a timeline down the table, and we're not done yet.
This is the coolest family timeline I've ever seen.
It is so cool, so cool. So I've got my grandparent, so this is my mom's side, this is my dad's side. I wanted to show this is how we started, but you know how families in the holidays get out puzzles and put them at their table?
Right.
What a beautiful puzzle would this be to put at your table and let your kids work on as they have time. And then that opens the door for discussions about these ancestors. And if you have them, if you have a lot of ancestors on Family Search, you can actually go in and read stories if you have relatives that have added stories. It's
even
incredible.
The smallest detail, like the name, my sister and I both expecting, so we were doing the family tree search to look at old names, and it is so fun.
Yes.
All right, what have you done with the dishware here?
Okay, so these are my mom's dishes from her wedding set. And I'm telling you, you've got to get out your dishes. You've got to get out ancestral dishes. This was my great-grandmother's. We called her Ma Hill. And picture potatoes in this at the Thanksgiving table.
So and these sit on the shelf and collect dust because we feel like they're too special to use?
Yes, use them and say, would you like some potatoes in Ma Hill's bowl? And that's going to open up a conversation as well, and a segue to be like, Ma Hill, tell me about Ma Hill.
Yep,
right?
Yep. What if you don't have enough place settings to match your crowd?
Mismatch it. It's fine. Does anyone have enough place settings ever?
I don't. But
no, but do different tables and different designs, or just do different plates, swap them out. It'll be beautiful and it will be meaningful.
Hopefully Ma Hill won't be offended if there's a few paper clips too on my table. All right, one more idea here.
Okay, one more is share those family recipes. This is my grandmother's recipe for cranberry sauce. I'm telling you, I eat it out of a cup. It is so good.
And you make it as she did.
Yes, I make it exactly as she did. She gave me the recipe verbally, so I've had to write it down. And again, Allison Kimball came up with these recipe templates. So bring family recipes, provide a recipe card for people, either filled out or let them fill it out on their own, and then they can take home these ancestral recipes and add them to their collection and give them to their kids and their daughters-in-laws and son-in-laws, so that you can keep these traditions alive.
So celebrate family history, but you're also adding to family history with some of these activities.
And all of these things are really going to make you talk about your ancestors, right? I mean, we've used every sense here. And then the last thing you do is when you do start talking about your ancestors, go into the Family Search Memories app. It's a free app and it's amazing. All you do is click on the button to record. If Grandpa's talking about his parents, you just click that button and you start recording him. And then it gives you like a 5-minute limit. And then once he's done, you click, it says, where would you like it to go, basically. You click on that and you attach it to the ancestor that it belongs to.
I love it.
It's amazing. So living history becomes family history. It's just heartwarming.
Okay, thank you so much. Awesome ideas. And sometimes the truth is it's not just family around the dinner table, but you have neighbors, sometimes invited guests. And Risa points out there is a way to connect the dots there and see whether you're related to anyone sitting at your table. Let's head back over to our big screen here. We did this with our Studio 5 staff. Tell us how we pull this off, Risa.
Okay, so you go again to that site called Relative Finder.
Okay.
And so before we clicked on the Mayflower connection, this time we're going to click on a group. So there are going to be groups kind of up towards the top that will say, well, you name it whatever you want. You can create a group.
Create your own group.
Yeah, you can create your own group.
Okay.
So once you do that, you're able to see who you're related to.
Okay, I mentioned we played around with this in our Studio 5 offices, and senior producer Stephanie Bryson and I, we've been working together how long, Steph? Like 8 years?
Yes, I have. Yes. How
8
can
years.
we not know this?
And here is Steph and I hanging on a near distant branch on the family tree. We're cousins. We're totally cousins.
Hi, cuz.
Hello. All right, explain the connection. You've kind of analyzed this more.
Okay, so, well, as I understand it, we're related through a lady named Sarah Jane Saby.
Yes.
I think we have some graphics for that too, but she's our we have she's our second great grandmother.
Both of ours it's kind of a step situation, second marriage for her. So it trickles down through a different line. But we were squealing in the office because we were like, cousin, cousin, we had no idea. And it's a relatively short connection, like I said.
That is a really near ancestor. Even Risa was pointing that out.
Is that fun, Risa? That's the point of it, right?
That's the whole point. And I mean, there are so many connections that you wouldn't believe. And I just have to say, I bet Grandma is looking down on her granddaughters, pleased as punch that they are amazing women and working together.
That's so
really,
nice.
it's so incredible.
Well, I love Stephanie already, and now I love her in the familial way.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. Thank you so much.
Fun, you bet.
Awesome ideas. You'll find more ideas on her website. We'll link you from ours. So check out studio5.ksl.com for more ways to bring those family history conversations to life this holiday season.